Oh, hi! Welcome to today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. Isn't that right, pal? Today is October 5th, and it's a jam-packed day. All sorts of exciting stuff to revisit and celebrate. Such as Donald Pleasance, born on this day, 1919. Probably most famous for his role as Dr. Loomis in the Halloween series, of course, but he was doing horror movies as early as the, early 60s with, Flesh and the Fiends, where he played a Burke and Hare body snatcher type character. What else? Prince of Darkness, Escape from New York. One of the things I will never forget is watching his appearance on Saturday Night Live in 1980, 70, maybe it's before that. What year is Halloween? 78, right? So maybe this is, well, I mean, he could have been doing advertising work for, I guess, the sequel, Halloween 2, right? I'm not sure. Either way, he guest stars on Saturday Night Live with Fear and introduces Fear, which was a whole bunch of DC and New York hardcore kids in the audience or like in front of the stage who destroy a very expensive television camera and prompted Saturday Night Live to say, we're never having punk bands again. I worked in a radio station in high school, and the guy who oversaw us, who was pretty much like our babysitter, said he was there in the theater watching this, or like at the soundstage or whatever, and just watching the reaction of the crew and the cast as like this television camera got broken was priceless. Yeah, I think he told me this before there was like YouTube or anything, like there wasn't the internet yet, so it was kind of like mythic, I feel like, at that point. And then like finally you see it and you're like, wow, how did this get on like mainstream television? Fantastic. Anyway, also in this day, 1929, The Mysterious Island premiered. I talked about that at length when it was Benjamin Christensen's birthday the other day. All that still applies. Great movie, totally weird. Well worth tracking down. Billy Lee Riley, born on this day, 1933. Love Billy Lee Riley. The Pits, who I talked about for a moment yesterday, were or are, past tense, current tense. This great horror rock and roll band from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, from the 90s. Definitely try to find Lost in the 90s by The Pits. That record is great. Everything they did, excellent. A total drunken mess. Kind of like in the vein of the Mummies, but heavy doses of the Cramps, and also still very much doing their own thing. Anyway, so they went to that enormous rockabilly weekender on like a Native American reservation, the Juanita, I think it was, like 1998, I think. Is that right? No. I feel like it was always timed around. They did it like 2 or 3 years in a row, and it was always timed like right when I had like my finals in college, so I couldn't go. But it was this absurd lineup, and I think it was like 5 days long or something like that. And like nobody understood how this was possible, because you can't afford all these people. There's no way there's an audience for it, and it was everybody you could possibly imagine. And apparently, it was like basically all paid for by like grants from the U.S. government to get people to be on this gambling reservation or something. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, Billy Lee Riley. I got a call in the middle of the night from members of the Pits who just hand the phone over to Billy Lee Riley to like say, hi, sorry you missed the show. It's been really good. I'll never forget that. Fast Eddie Clark, born on this day, 1950. I guess that's the golden age of Motorhead, right? I mean, there really aren't bad ages of Motorhead. They've all got great moments, but Fast Eddie Clark, 1950, this day. The torture chamber of Dr. Sadism. premiered on this day, 1967. I have a really great video copy that is just out of reach with the dog on me. I didn't prepare correctly for this, but it's got really great cover art. Christopher Lee, really surreal film. It's got like this one scene where there's like body parts enmeshed in trees. Superb. I also have a Super 8 feature-length copy of it somewhere that maybe I should pull out and we should do a screening. What do you think, Louis? You've never seen it? Yeah, didn't think so. Also, on this day, 1979, the Klaus Kinski Nosferatu premiered by Werner Herzog. And on this day, 1980, Killing Joke released their first LP. All great stuff. All great stuff to jump into on this day, October 5th. And tomorrow, well, who knows? We'll see. What will tomorrow bring, Louie? Whoa! Careful. Careful. All right. We will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.